Hey team, I'm Paul Foxcroft, Dungeon Master of Questing Time, and living example of what happens when you let your children eat dice. This is a Dungeons & Dragons live stream with comedians playing it, episode 5, part 3. So this is the first one you're watching. You don't understand what numbers do. Last session, the Rough Knight had a big fight in a pond. Quite a lot of the players have discovered they've got weird tattoos now. We ended the session on the players all chanting the word geyser when I'd asked them to select how powerful they would like a magic item that is basically a fire hose to be. Let's pick it up with that chant and the immediate hubris that follows it. What could go wrong? It's a pretty big list. Let's find out. There are 3 settings, which means you can have either fresh or salt water pouring out of the flask. You can say stream to produce 1 gallon of water per turn. You can say fountain to produce 5 gallons of water, or geyser to produce 30 gallons of water that gushes out like a geyser, 30 feet long and 1 foot wide.
Geyser.
Excellent. Briony shouts geyser. I need you to make a strength check, Briony.
Sure.
At disadvantage and at your normal strength value.
I don't know what that is. Do I refresh and it'll tell me?
Give me 1 second. It will in a second. Once I change. I believe it's plus 0.
Okay, well, I'm putting the gnome down first.
Smart.
Because he's already quite injured. Then I'm going to try geyser. My strength check my score was 5 on disadvantage.
Cool. So what happens is Briony puts the gnome down, which is smart, produces the decanter of endless water from her bag, and then proceeds to jet a powerful jet of water directly into the sky as she is knocked back onto the floor by the pressure produced by this thing. And she's just soaking everyone around her. Richard, you're drenched in water. Matt, you're drenched in water. Rufus, you're drenched in water. Briony, you're drenched. Everyone around you is drenched. Richard, would you like to try something? You're wetter now.
Yeah, well... Go on.
Cool, nothing.
Okay, well, I have create or destroy water as a first level spell.
You do.
And I was going to create water to help put out the fire, but I could destroy the water on us and dry us, I suppose.
No,
but that's
what a tremendous use of time.
Create more water.
I'm going to create water over the top of the fire, the building on the fire.
Oh, nice. This I like. You don't need to roll for that at all. It just happens.
I yell, I think we're doing the same thing.
I'm just giggling and splashing in the water.
Water. You create 10 gallons of clear water. Would you like? The water falls as rain with a 30-foot cube area, extinguishing exposed flames in the area. So what you do is above the building.
Directly above where the fire.
It's not going to put all the fires out because it's only 30 foot, but it's going to dampen them down a lot. That's great. This water rains. There's a hiss and a billowing steam, and the second floor, a lot of the fire's gone out, and it's sort of trickling down and extinguishing some of the fire on the lower floor. It's certainly easier to get into the building. As you do that, boom. Sorry, I need to. That's up to. Oh, that's a 10.
Well, Phillin and Ruff, will you just help me hold this water thing so we can aim it at the building?
Well, I will do. Whilst you've been doing that, I made a little boat out of paper and wrote a message to Skulks to sail into one of the open manholes. Just saying, I'm thinking about him.
Lovely stuff.
I'll help you hold it, but you've got to come to me. I'm not coming to you.
Ruff, it's like a jet of water. I can hardly move. It's too strong for me. You have to come here.
No, I can't.
I tried edge. Can I move with it?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll edge backwards towards Ruff with the water.
Right. Make a strength check at advantage, Briony.
And I turn my back to her, and so I'm not actually I'm not actually. I'm just giving her something to lean on so that she can't push, and I'm digging in.
13.
13. Great. This jet of. Hang on, wait. 13. Cool. You finally train the jet of water back on the building, jetting it through one of the open windows. As you do this, in the very second that you do that, in that window, a gaunt, slightly tattered, rotten face of a ghoul appears, snarls at you, and is just cannoned backwards into the fire by a potent geyser of water. The inside of that building, you then hear from the back. It's from further away, from the back of the building. You hear a window smash and glass shattered, glass pour down into the street. What would you like to do?
So how on fire is the building now?
Less, a bit on fire.
Run round, see who's come out the window.
I would cautiously like to see if I can creep in and get any potions for us or something to heal us. I'm very worried about hit points.
Good. Matt, well, nothing says worried about hit points than going into a burning building. Matt, would you roll a perception check, please?
Yeah.
And who's running around the other side of the building?
Shall I do that with my stealthy cloak?
Yeah. We're still trying to put the fire out.
17.
17. Matt, you step into the building, look up at the sagging ceiling. Some of the timbers, the beams in the roof have split, are broken. The ceiling is sagging inwards. The additional water on the top floor hasn't helped, but you got 17. You can see a couple of potions on this kind of blackened display stand, which have got soot all over the outside of them. Some of them are bubbling. They're very hot, but they are still potions. They haven't cracked or shattered or anything. But you're also there's still fires in this space, and there's still clearly fire upstairs. There's also like sort of filthy water dripping down through the ceiling, and with a sharp crack, one of the beams goes at the other end of the room.
Oh,
Richard.
Yeah.
You're barreling round the streets. Can you make an athletics check, please?
Yes, but I'm also wearing the bouncy shoes, aren't I?
You are.
So am I stealthing and bouncing?
Are you stealthing?
Right,
Do you want
well,
to get there fast, or do you want to get there silently? Bear in mind you're near a burning building.
well, I just rolled a natural 20, so you choose.
Okay. Instead of running around the building, what you do is you use your jumping shoes to just parkour up the side of the building, not this building, up the side of the tool shed and across the roof. And what you see is the street down below you, and opposite the back of the herbalists are a couple of storage buildings for the farms, warehouses, that kind of thing. There's an animal pen. And 2 or 3 blocks away on a rooftop, you can see what looks like it's clearly undead. It's some kind of ghoul with a flat metal object.
A book. Could it be a book?
Make it just pelting it at speed across the rooftops, jumping from rooftop to rooftop and running towards the wall.
Jumping after it.
Can I jump after it? Yeah.
Well, hang on a second. We're going to initiative then. But Briony and Rufus, what would you like to do?
Is the fire out now?
No. The fire is, I would say, under control. The fire is under control, but a lot of damage has been done to this building.
Okay. So we need to get Phillin out of there.
What conditions do I stop being frightened?
Because a lot of the fire has gone out. I'll let you make a wisdom save.
Can I give him bardic inspiration to not be scared?
You absolutely can. What do you tell him to make him not scared?
I just slap him.
Great. Make a wisdom save and add a d6 to it.
Okay.
It's the language Ruff understands, you see. I could give him 3 words, but he wouldn't work.
Okay, my wisdom save is 14.
14. Great. You summon this sort of. You look deep within you at this core of self-loathing and contempt for the system that betrayed you, and bring forth an enormous yell of "Oh, fuck it!"
Sounds
and
like me.
powered by contempt, you redouble your
Yeah.
efforts, quelling your fear of the flames. Briony, you are still tripping balls.
Yeah.
Therefore, let's have everybody roll initiative, please.
Jesus Christ, natural 1.
Rufus, you're rolling initiative at advantage.
Oh, good.
That's how you live now.
15.
15. Great.
18.
Is that 'cause I'm a barbarian?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Is that because I'm shit at rolling dice?
It isn't.
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Only
Richard, what did you get?
14.
And Matt?
6.
All right, so on initiative 18, Briony, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna run towards the burning building. I'm gonna let go of keep it, but stop the geyser thing for now.
Okay.
And say, anyone in there that's nice, get out. That means you, Phillin.
All right, you kick in the door with the weirdest battle cry of all time. Would you like to do anything spell-wise, or?
I don't think I have anything that puts out fires. Do I? I need to find healing stuff. Can I do, an arcana check?
It would be investigation or perception check, depending on what you... I'll let you have... Let's do perception, because you're looking around a wide area.
Okay. 13.
13. Yeah, you can see a cupboard that looks promising. That has, sort of soot licking outside of it, but it hasn't, burned properly. It's just been... It's had fire near it rather than it has been on fire.
So I fling that open and grab anything that it's healing.
And there are 3 potions in there, which I will roll on this. I will roll on this random potion generator I have just found. Cool.
Where's
so you grab 3
Phillin?
potions. Well, I'll tell you what they are in a bit. Phillin's also in the same room, but he's looking at a different stand of what are, to your eye, clearly boiling potions.
I got fun already.
Phillin's approaching these like Indiana Jones getting the idol. Next up is the thing with the book, which spends its full turn running and nailing athletics checks. Oh yeah, backflips and shit. It is. It's not even looking back. It is just. It's almost at the wall now, Rich.
Okay.
Rufus, initiative 15. It is your turn.
Are there stairs in this herbalist's?
There are.
Okay, I'll run up the stairs.
Okay. You dash up the stairs.
Yeah.
And you can just probably make it to the top of the staircase. It's rickety. The stairs have taken the brunt of the fire. You get to the top floor and you can see this ghoul that was knocked back into the building picking itself up there. And it looks...
Am I close enough to make any kind of jump attack?
No, but you could. Your choices are use your attack action as a move and get next to it, or throw something at it. But the stairs are at the front of the building, and this ghoul is at the back of the building because it was propelled there.
I don't think I've got anything throwable.
You can throw anything.
Throw what's in the room.
You could also just pick up some debris.
No, I don't really want to do that. So have I got a great sword and this battle axe?
Yeah.
Can I throw my great sword?
You absolutely can.
All right,
Will be suboptimal. It is a 6-foot long blade, but yeah, you're really strong.
I am really strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I think that's all I can do. From this distance, that's all I can do. So I'm going to... Basically, my overall battle plan is to hurl this sword, and as I throw it, be running towards it with the battle axe, but I realise that'll be another turn.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm going to throw my great sword straight between its eyes.
Sure. Make an attack roll. The throwing sword, yeah.
6.
6.
plus 5 is 11.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. Let me just summon this encounter on D&D Beyond. I know we're not currently sponsored by D&D Beyond, but I am. It's really helping.
We're a bit in love with them. They're very good.
Yes.
Yeah, I really like it. Like I've never been the kind of guy who likes online systems for stuff. I like books. I like dice, but D&D Beyond is making this really, frankly, much easier than I expected it to be.
It does the maths for me. I'm very happy.
Yeah, that's the best thing.
Sponsor me. So,
Do my maths in life.
Ghouls. Flame ghouls. Here we are. So what did you get?
11.
Oh, the thing turns around, sees you at the last second, and dodges out of the way. You can see it's already wounded. Richard, what you see as you're stood on the building of this roof is just adjacent, sending out of the already broken window, is a greatsword which flies out of the window in a perfect arc and lands in a pig. There's an animal pen kind of like just adjacent to this building, and there's just a pig going, and a greatsword just lands directly in its head and has killed this pig outright.
If anyone retrieves that sword, they're king of pigs.
Can I?
The classic legend of the sword in the pig.
That's not even. He didn't become like the king of all stones.
Rufus, did you have a chaser for that action?
Yeah, my chaser was to shout, "Pick that sword up!"
So, Richard, you then hear that. It is now your turn, Rich.
Okay, great. Where is the pig in relation to me?
2 stories down and in a bunch of mud.
Okay.
Get the book.
And how
Pause for 1 second.
far away?
Well, I'll pause for 1 second because in the chat,
Yeah,
1, 2, 3 success has just written Excalibur Bacon.
and below it.
The sword in the swine! Great work, the chat.
Yeah, that's super.
Sorry, Richard, what would you like to do?
I think,
Right, Pat John.
like, I'm sorry. It does genuinely affect my vision.
You chose this.
So he's like, how far away is the ghoul from me?
Now he is. So let's check his speed. 90 feet.
Okay. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. Now I have a question as well. Sorry.
Yes.
Do I have a crossbow?
You.
I think I have a crossbow bolt. Okay. Can I
You've got a
quickly?
light crossbow.
Okay, great. As a swift action, can I tie like a rope to a crossbow bolt and then fire the crossbow?
I would say, conservatively, I would say that would be an action to do that because it's complex to do that and then load a crossbow.
Okay.
Would be an action. Do you? I thought you were doing something really clever with a spell that you could cast later, but.
No, tell him.
Oh yeah, no, I probably was doing that. Probably was.
well,
Yeah, I think he was.
That's what you were getting at. I could tell.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You
You
start
were
with a
doing that
crossbow.
thing.
Yeah.
No. What would you like to do, Richard? I'm not playing the game for you.
Okay, fine. All right, I'm gonna just in my bouncy shoes. I'm just gonna just leap after him and try and grab him with inflict wounds.
Okay. It's 90. He's 90 feet ahead of you. So unless you have a thing that you'd have to spend your move action to move 30 feet,
Yeah.
your attack action to do a double move to move, and that's 60 feet in total, and then you're still 30 feet away from that guy without an attack.
Do you have a spell? Look at your spells because he's mentioned something about spells.
I know, but I don't know what it means.
I'll tell you about it off the stream, but
Yeah, fine.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm just going to. Oh God! I guess I could do. Oh, I'm so scared. Can I use my magic weapon or not? Is that done? Isn't it?
No, you can if you've got you. You mean spiritual weapon?
Yeah, spiritual weapon.
You could use that, but you have no second level spell slots left.
Okay, I was really putting everything on the crossbow thing.
Will the crossbow fire 90 feet, whatever it is?
The crossbow will fire up to, I think, 200 odd feet.
I'll just fire a crossbow at him.
Aim for its leg.
Crossbow is... Yeah, crossbow long range is 320 feet. This guy is just outside... Are you using a move action to run forwards?
Yeah, I'll run
jump across the alley.
I'll
So if
jump
you
as close as I can.
Make an athletics check at advantage because of the boots you've got. But if you close the difference to 60 feet, you're rolling. You're not rolling at disadvantage for long range.
Okay, cool. So I've rolled 22 on that.
Oh yeah, you do a standing somersault across the alley and land in a proper you land in like a Spider-Man cover pose.
Yes.
Like
Cool,
improbable anatomy.
Can I use my last bardic inspiration for his... Because we need that book. So I want to use for his shot. Whatever, when he does his action to stop the ghoul.
You are not aware of what he's doing because you're downstairs in a building with no line of sight to him. Otherwise, I'd say yes. Rich, make that attack roll. Do you have inspiration? Would you like to use it before the attack roll?
Yes. And yes.
Give him that mouldy lemon.
So that's 17.
17. That is a hit.
Yes.
Boom. Do I roll damage?
Yes, please. 1d8 plus your dexterity modifier, please.
That is... Oh, God, -1 dexterity. Why would am I such a clumsy oaf?
Yes, you are. You're a big galoot.
Wonder nobody liked hardcore.
Oh, is that your name?
Oh, for God's sake. Wait, I've said that out loud during this.
For goodness sake. Sorry? How many
2.
damage? 2, okay. The crossbow bolt flies true, but the guy, this ghoul is just jumping down just leaping to the wall and clambering up it, and the crossbow bolt just lodges itself very lightly in the shoulder of this ghoul. It barely even notices it.
Great stuff.
And then on initiative 13, Richard, what's your armor class?
It's 18.
The ghoul from inside the house leaps out of the window across the street and tackles you. Can you make a athletics check, please?
Yes, I can. It's 19.
Really? Okay, fine. This thing is trying to grapple you and trying to pull you away, trying to drag you down off of the roof rather than hitting you. And it is not successful. But can you also, because it is a ghoul, make a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah. This is a much better dice. 16.
And you are not paralyzed. Congratulations. Matt, it is your turn.
Yes, I've actually got a sensible idea to get them potions.
I don't believe you.
Well, this is the only time it's going to happen, Paul, but I'm going to get out my bed sheet, I'm going to soak it in the water, scoop up them potions, and scarp her out of there.
That is so plausible, Matt.
Nobody saw it coming.
It's turned into a banana skin.
Transmutation. Next up, Briony, initiative 18. You've grabbed 3 potions. At the end of this round, I have to roll another die. Okay. Jesus. Holy Moses. Okay. The building is unequivocally coming down.
Yeah, I yell, Phillin, get out of here. Can I run out?
You turn around, he's already gone. He's in the alleyway just looking at this wet pouch.
You just see my butt cheeks going past.
Can I, as a free action, run out and give the potions to the gnome?
No, because that would be a move action to move.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move. But can I do a spell while I'm moving or no?
You can.
Okay, then I want to run out the door where I can see Hardcastle.
Yeah.
And
you can't. He's on the other side of the. He's on the other side of the building.
Oh, okay. So I still don't know.
You could run out through the back door.
Oh yeah, I'll run out through the back door.
Okay.
And now can I
and
see
you arrive in an alley, and you can see Hardcastle wrestling with a ghoul on top of the building.
Okay, so now I want to do a spell with the ghoul. And I think we'll go for Dissonant Whispers. I've still got one spell slot, and that seems the most sensible one.
Do it.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Gets to make. You cast Dissonant Whispers. What are you whispering? The ghoul gets to make a Wisdom saving throw, which is not his strong point. No, he does not. He's failed that throw, so you get to roll your damage. But what are you whispering at the ghoul to make it uncomfortable?
I think you forgot to wear trousers, and only Phillin can pull that off.
Okay. Roll your damage, please.
Sorry. Damage 3d6.
Yep.
Ooh, 13.
Oh. Okay, Richard, you're on this roof, wrestling with this ghoul. It's got fangs and claws and this horrible, thick, black saliva running out of its mouth. It's got burns on it, and what happens is it sort of stops, looks into your eyes for a second with this look of horror, which turns into self-loathing, and then it just sort of stops, goes limp, and slumps to the floor, or slumps to the roof, bounces down the roof, and slams into the alley, just brain leaking out of its ears. It is quite dead.
Yeah.
Next up, the other guy is... the other guy just in one leap halfway up the wall, just Spider-Man propels himself up over the wall and is away. Down the other side and off into the middle distance.
Which way is he going? Just so I can get on the map.
He's kind of, if you look at the map, he's gone from Largo's Herbalism to the buildings to the right, to the east of Trias Square, and just over into the cornfields by where it says Lex Avenue. It's there. So yeah.
Crap.
At which point, Rufus, the building is coming down, and you're on the second floor. You're on the first floor. What would you like to do?
Jump out the window.
Rad. You know what? I'm not even going to make you. I'm not even going to make you roll for this because your character's buff as all hell. What does this look like?
Land by the pig.
Basically, I've thrown this sword at this thing.
Yeah. It started charging towards it.
It's missed him. I've started running towards it with this axe out. He's jumped out the window. As I'm running, I realise the floor beneath me is starting to go.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck it. I've already got the momentum. So then I just like, way straight out after it. Great axe in both hands, like straight out. Fingers crossed. Hope for the best.
Yep. As you jump through the window, you just see the corpse of the thing you were planning to kill flopping into the alleyway in front of you. You kick off of that in mid-jump, and sure enough, you land superhero style next to a dead pig. Your free hand on the hilt of the greatsword, your left hand this axe. A wind picks up, and somebody runs past and paints a niche heavy metal album cover.
We got our first album cover, guys.
Yeah. And with that, I think everyone's out of the building, at which point, at the end of this turn, the building collapses and there is another explosion from within, although muted because of the collapsed damp wood all over it.
Instinctively, we all now turn our backs to explosions and walk in slow motion. It's just
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Even though we're not like next to each other, we're all doing it.
No, but you all, I'm going to assume you all scurry around to the front of the building, just check in with each other, and then just as you turn away to face the townsfolk who are there to watch, the building explodes behind you. And all of you look really cool, except for Phillin, whose dick is out.
I think it's Claire. Claire's literally the one going, guys, quick! Like,
Come on, it's gonna look cool. Come on.
Claire has an esoteric sense of narrative timing.
Can I also, because we've got a sense of this, scoop the pig up and just put it where we know it's going to get cooked in the explosion, so we got food as well.
Sure. Bear with me a second.
Oh no! As I pull the great sword out of the pig, rather than just pulling it straight up and out, I like do an arcing motion. So I fling the pig like
Through
right
the
to the
flame.
Sure. So what happens is
It's unreached.
the four of you gathered around the front of the building are just walking forwards like it's like the astronauts in Armageddon. The building explodes, and as you watch this, there's a few assembled townsfolk there watching you wide-eyed, just astonished. And one of them is like, "Oh my god!" A pig hits him in the face.
I'm going to make it so much worse. It rolls back to me, and I just put my leg on it and sort of pose with the dead pig and trouserless.
But the tip of your dick is just brushing against its ear.
Moving on. Briony, you wanted to give one of the potions to the gnome.
I wanted to check which one's the healing one. I don't want to think about what's happening with the pig. Can I check the potions for healing? Arcana check?
Make an Arcana check, please.
9 plus, hold on, 13.
13. You can identify which of these potions is a healing potion because you've seen those before. The other ones are mysteries to you.
Okay. So is a 1 or 2 healing potions?
There's 1 in the 3 you've got. Matt may or may not have some.
Okay, I'm going to give it to the gnome.
Right. Okay, the gnome. Oh wow, rolls really well and regains a lot of hit points. And sits up and looking at his house / office is now mostly destroyed. And I was going,
You're welcome.
Damn it. Oh, did they get the book?
Yeah, they got that book, I think. Mr. Hardcastle was on it, I think. Did they get away?
He escaped my grasp this one time, but he won't do it again.
Oh, it's okay, Jesus. Don't beat yourself up about it.
Okay, well, look,
No, did you get the book?
No, he took the book. He's away.
Right, well, we got to chase that fucking thing. Come on, let's go.
I've made. You're obviously very injured. Look, I've made a copy.
Oh well, great. Where's that copy?
Well, it's at Lorem Ipsum's, the printers.
Oh well, I think let's go get that one then. Trotter.
What?
I offer the gnome a trotter to eat.
Oh God, no, thank you. Okay, right.
Do we have time to heal or rest or go visit your wife before we go to the printers?
No, we've got to get moving.
Okay.
Well, the printers is right opposite the tailor's, so we might as well just go there. Look, and before we go any further, I just want to say thank you for rescuing me. That was a bad time there. I tried to hold out as long as I could before I told him what the book was, but yeah.
May I ask why they were interested in this book?
I don't know.
Why did you have it?
Oh, it was one of a lot of books I'd found.
Why did you
exploring it. Why did I what?
Why did you get it copied then?
Oh, it's weird. It was a language I'd not seen before. Had some stuff in it. There's some illustrations in it you could only see if you've got dark vision.
Oh, some of us do.
I don't.
But that's great. But there's it was a really odd book. I mean, the copy I've made is imperfect. I say I've made it. Lorem's done it. But it struck me as interesting. And then Mordant, I was chatting with her, and she wanted to try and have a go at translating it. It's got some ominous tones to it.
Did you? Sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt. Did you say Mordant? As in Mordant Thrubwell?
Yeah. Yeah.
She sent us to get that book.
Yeah, I'd assumed that you were the people she'd sent. That's just
Yeah, we got up a bit distracted.
Yeah, no, everyone did. It got really zombie-ish up in here. So
okay, sorry. I think I've just made a very slow narrative link that everyone else has already made.
Wait, had you not? It doesn't matter.
No.
We're just glad that you're here.
Yeah.
Look, let's get back. Yeah.
And as we walk away, I just write another little note to Skulks on a boat and send that down the manhole.
Lovely
Just
stuff. I assume that you'll be making these notes in real life and putting pictures of them on Twitter with the hashtag SkulksNotes.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Yes. You guys, where are you heading to?
The tailors. No, the printers.
Arguably the same place. You walk back down to Minsken Boulevard, which I'm so pleased with that as a reference. And turn to the town hall. To the town square. And as you walk past the corner cafe, which now I think about it, is gutted from fire, the fire that you caused in it, past Finlay's Costa, you notice a couple of things are different in the town square. One is a lot of doors are opened and what's the word I'm looking for? Unbarricaded, certainly. And people are milling around. Also, there are a lot of corpses, and quite a lot of people are piling the corpses up onto a wagon. The other thing that happens is as you step into the town square, somebody notices and a cheer goes up and raucous applause from the townsfolk. The door to the tailors is already open, and you see Grella barrel towards her husband and hug him. And it's there's a genuine sort of like Endor at the end of Jedi feel about this environment. Whereas you see Miss Vanderhelm step out to the town hall, dragging the upper half of a zombie to throw that onto the wagon, and just catches your eye and once I've got, oh, thank God. That we are so very grateful for what you've done. I'm sure when the mayor gets back, he'll reward you officially, but we just want to say you have the thanks of the town.
The mayor isn't back. He said he was on his way over there.
How do you mean?
Didn't the mayor...
It was a she, and she said she was on her way over there. Is this the woman we met before?
Yes.
She wasn't the mayor.
Deputy mayor.
Deputy mayor, sorry, we promoted you in our heads.
The bag and just clean soot off the top bit. Badge, rather.
What you mistake?
Yeah. We really can't thank you enough.
Well, you could have a go. Let's start with where's the nearest pub?
She points to the Warm Chameleon across the way. So there's the Chameleon, or if you like a quieter drink, there's the Sad Birthday down the road.
No, I don't like a quieter drink. I like a very loud drink.
All right.
And at this point, I just sort of brush past everyone and start walking towards the pub.
Again, he seems harsh, but only recently he bought me jewelry.
Fair. Okay.
Now, it's lovely people actually liking to see us, but we'll probably go with our mate to the pub if that's all right. Once we got the book.
Yeah, we'll go get the Snoom home.
And just after Claire says that, I turn around to the deputy mayor and go, I'm assuming the drink.
He's frozen slightly, but he's asking other drinks on the house. We know him that well.
I don't run the pub, but I'm assuming that yeah. No, look, I'll cover a couple of rounds anyway.
At that point, I turn to the town and go, the drinks are on the mayor's town bill.
Before that happens, she clamps a hand over your mouth. And she goes, yep, here's she passes, rough night, she passes you a pouch with like 5 gold pieces in it, saying, a couple of rounds on me. But look after your child.
I look at these 5 gold coins, full in the knowledge that this is not going to get me as drunk as I need it to. Roll my eyes, take the halfling by the hand, look the woman in the eye, and go, "I'm sorry if he was bothering you," and just start walking, like doing that thing where you slightly pull the kid's hand a bit too quick in order to sort of shake them into compliance.
Sure. So you two are off to the pub. Are you two going to go and get the book?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll you guys just turn right down Perkins Place and find your way to the Lorem Ipsum printers, which is, as you knock on the door, there's a screen behind it, and a very tentative face peers out and looks around. But, are you zombies?
No, very much alive. Just look a bit devilish.
Come in.
Yeah, living
Wait.
human.
What happened to the zombies?
Oh, we kind of.
Martin, they've gone.
Yeah, we've kind of dealt with the zombies. We're just here for the
Oh.
book.
What book? Many books, printers.
Jan's book. He would made a copy for. You might have it under Mordant Threadwell.
Oh no, Jan's book. Yeah, weird. A lot of weird stuff in the book. We couldn't work out the dark visioning, so we've just separated the plates out. So it's not a perfect copy, but yeah, I'll fetch it. I'll fetch it. Thanks, I guess.
Thank you.
What do you mean?
This guy goes into the. This guy goes into the back and produces. It's a large book. It's oversized, like sort of like an A3 tome. It's a proper tome, but it's got new bindings on it. And on the front of it, it just says embossed in gold, the Selkari histories, written there. They hand that to you. Presumably, you head to the pub.
Yeah.
The what history?
Selkari.
Salkari. The Salkari was the book we were looking for.
Yeah, that was what they were chatting about earlier.
Can't believe it's a history book. Thought it'd be like
I
a
know.
magic book.
Why is history so in demand?
I know. It's
Paul.
the success of Wolf Hall. That
Yeah.
book
Paul,
about a
that'll
hall
be it.
of wolves.
Yeah.
Who was trying to get my attention there? Matt, yes.
Yeah. Can we just have a cutscene so we get to see the gnomes' reunions? Because I love a reunion.
I mean, it's happening in a different space, away from the players. So,
But just
We saw it in the.
Can we imagine it and discuss
Yeah.
what it might look like?
Yeah.
we don't see it, but just so everyone else can see it, can we just have a? We don't see it narratively, but I just would like to see, for me, Matt, not Phillin, the gnome reunion.
And in the pub, we all draw a picture of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
What we imagined it would be like.
So what do you reckon that reunion was like? I'm going to use my imagination to imagine it through my imaginary friend Paul.
And what happens in the pub is Phillin just stares into the middle distance for an extended period of time, occasionally quietly laughing to himself and going, yeah, that's appropriate. I remember that reference.
And then I write it on a note to Skulks. Flush it down the toilet.
Well, there's a couple of other things I want to get in before we close out the stream. One is that Casbander, the tailor, makes his way across to the pub with a pouch containing the 50 gold he promised and a hastily drawn up legal document that entitles you to the rights of this story for theatrical productions.
And the merchandise.
And the
And the merchandising rights as well. And what a cursory glance seems to be actually a pretty good legally binding contract. He's also, while he's been at the pub, he's taken the time to have it ratified by the deputy mayor as well, who signed off on this. So there you go. You're in the pub for about, I would say, an hour. The barkeeper, the barman here is also cleaning out zombies from the ground floor and unbarricading the staircase to the upper floors. I can't find the notes on the. Where are we? Oh, here we are. Which pub are you in? Are you in the? You're in the
Morn
Chameleon. Okay, the barman here is a half orc who just goes by Fund. Mr. Fund. Has got quite a lot of scars and has never, apparently, according to the town, has never explained the history behind that name. But he seems avuncular enough in a sort of like, you know, those people who you see like they're really nice, but they look super threatening. This guy looks like he's seen. He's getting on. He's like
He's dead,
late,
Kenny.
He's late 50s, but he looks like he's had a really hardcore rough life.
Hey, hardcore rough life.
Yeah.
But he hasn't charged you for a drink yet. Whereas what you hear is I'm going to say a fanfare, like trumpets blaring.
Ooh, music.
And from the east, you hear like a group of people, hearty voices, kind of go, "Ah!"
Did that sound happy to you guys or angry?
I don't answer that question. I'm just walking straight up to the bar.
Right.
Still holding the halfling.
Yep.
Who's still imagining the reunion?
Yeah. Who's still got his dick out.
Yep.
And the fund says to me, "No children in pub." And I say, "Look at that deck. Is that the deck of a child? Right, what are we drinking?"
Jesus Christ!
I'm still vacant throughout all this.
Look.
No idea.
Look, mate, I've got a simple rule. If you're going to drink in my pub, you have to wear trousers. Now, you can get your own, or you can have the backup pair I keep behind the bar. I won't lie. You do not want to wear the backup pair. They've been worn by a lot of people. I've never washed them.
I put my hand on the bar and go, "One backup pair, please."
Okay. He hands you an unpleasant pair of trousers that are more stained than garment.
Oh God!
What size are they? What are they made for?
They're made for human size, like not medium-sized creatures. You're small.
Okay.
He says,
I put
he
them
looks
on.
at you, and he goes, he hands you a belt.
I put them on. I do the belt up. Realize they're too long. Cut them off, but too high.
What are you cutting them off with?
My dagger.
As soon as you produce a dagger, he grabs your wrist and just says, "We also have another rule here about weapons.
Oh, yeah.
Not in the pub, mate."
I just roll them up then.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Make a charisma saving throw.
What? Sorry.
Charisma saving throw.
Okay, pretty good actually, and I know I've got good charisma. It is with it added on 23.
I'm afraid I have rolled a natural 20, getting 25 on my intimidation check. So you are afeared of this man and will not fuck with him. He has no time for your fuckery and has made that quite clear. Now, while all this is happening,
I love the story. I love the storytelling here. That even Phillin is like he's gone full beams. He's absolutely most charming, and this barman just stares at him and he's like,
at which point, the other two of you are watching this happen, but you're in the sort of there's a window in the pub. You see, or you hear hoofs. You hear hoofs, horses even. As a unit of armoured, I say unit, a group of armoured men on horseback ride into the to the town square from the east, looking around a bit confused, as if they were expecting not this. And behind them rides a man in very, how do I put it, bougie dress. An overdressed. Imagine somebody with money and no taste. A slightly portly gentleman with a gold doublet and a mayor's chain around his neck and a fancy hat with a little beard. He vaults off of his horse and just going, "What is happening here? Where are all the some? I brought help." Storms into the town hall.
I look at Hardcore.
Mhm.
I point at the little bloke, and then I just turn back to the bar.
Right.
I think that's Ruff's way of saying we've got to deal with that.
Yeah, so we'll deal with that. Paul, have they still there? Have we just like peered out the door and seen this?
Yeah, there's now like actually you recognise they're from the only livery there. There's no uniform in these guys, and the guys on horseback and the other guys on foot. But they are, some of them have the badges of the Westgate Mercenaries Guild.
Okay.
And there's, you reckon, maybe 25 heavily armoured men and women, maybe 12 on horseback. all just kind of like milling around, looking a bit awkward. Some of them are hopped off. Some of them are hopped off the horses, and a few of them are grouped up in little groups, but they're really not interacting with the townsfolk, who are giving them a bit of a wide berth. They're certainly not helping.
But we have time for a drink, don't we? We're gonna heal up a bit and then go talk to the mayor.
Little rest.
No, let's take a long rest. Come on, we've earned it.
I think we earned it.
And a hardcore. Would you keep the book hidden? Because I don't like the look of that mayor.
No, I know. He looks terribly dressed.
I know. No fashion means you're probably evil.
What is happening to Rufus?
It's a beard.
I realised my mic is on the underside of my beard, so I thought I could just quickly pull my beard through. But this is
That's why you look quite drunk.
Looks like you're being attacked by spaghetti.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he looks like at the bar right now.
Yeah. As this is going on, as you're at the bar, you become aware that this fancily dressed man is striding towards the pub, being followed by Miss Vanderhelm.
Right.
Opens the pub with, right, which? You four, is it? That have saved the town? I mean, good. It's just I've gone to get help, and I brought mercenaries now, and I still have to pay them, so...
Oh, you've got to pay us as well.
No, I don't. No. I think you'll find that no agreement existed between me and you, whatever mercantile company you are.
Well, I think I will... Oh, go on.
While this conversation is happening, Ruff shrugs and goes to the gents.
Fair. Thanks for the follows.
Hardcore strides up to the mayor and says, "Look, we did you a favor. We rid your town of evil. So maybe a little more respect."
Miss, make an intimidation roll.
Ooh. That is a dirty 20.
Oh shit! The mayor got a 17. I mean, obviously, yes, of course, you've helped. It's just we are now a cash poor economy. So, Miss Vanderhelm, Mayor Peck, we do have other resources. Yes. Well, yes, I suppose we. Yes, very well. Then,
what other resources? And remember, we've got the rights to this adventure, so we could cast someone terrible as you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well then. I'm sure you'll be delighted with... Yes. Then, as Mayor, duly sworn official of the great town of Ravensholm, I hereby... Yes, I hereby, as reward and recognition of your great service to the town, issue you the deeds to the Phoenix Theatre.
We get the deeds to the theatre?
Yes. At which point you see Miss Vanderhelm kind of look at him and go, "But we can't." He goes, "Shh." And you look across the square, directly across the square from the Warm Chameleon, is the abandoned Phoenix Theatre, which apparently you now own.
Ruff, while you're in the loo, we got paid with the deeds to a theatre. We own the theatre across the way, and it's not on fire.
I'm good.
It's a distraction for the bourgeoisie and the elderly. What the fuck would we want that for?
It's all right. I'm only going to program student plays because they are the best.
And while this is happening, Casband the tailor and a couple of the local merchants come over and say, "Well, actually, Mr. Mayor, a few of the other businesses around town we're having a collection to get some money towards these guys as well. So I hope that's all right. But of course, as long as you pay your taxes on time. I mean, we need money as well. These mercenaries weren't free. I heroically left to go and fetch them."
Listen, mate. Action walks and bullshit talks, and all we've heard from you is talking. So, thanks very much. Unless you're about to buy us a drink, pipe down.
And I just don't pick up on the subtlety and go, in case you didn't get that, you're talking bullshit, mate. And then I do that.
And I, in the only moment this has happened so far in the entire campaign, look down at the halfling and just like pat him on the head.
At which point we crossfade to a couple of hours later. The mayor storms out, humiliated. Miss Vanderhelm gives you guys a wink, a little thumbs up, and then scurries after the mayor. A little while later, one of the mayor's aides comes across with the deeds, which now bear your names. And sure enough, there's a large set of overly sized keys. Cut to a little later on. One of you unlocks the padlock on the front of the theatre. As you look up, you see it's got like a awning across the front. There's just a big sign on it that currently says the phonics. The E is missing. You walk inside, and as you walk in, what you're looking at is it's on the ground floor. You've got a sort of open space with a bar, a couple of booths. There's some stairs heading downstairs to the theatre proper, and upstairs on the first floor are a couple. I think it's actually. Hang on, I've got this mapped out in a book somewhere, but I can't be bothered to find it just now. It'll take too long. Upstairs, I think there are 6 rooms, 3 kitted out as bedrooms, 1 with a just big meeting table in it, and 2 that are currently empty. Downstairs is a little theatre space, about 120 seater. And behind the bar, you can see somebody has written in what appears to be blood. Scott was here. There is, however. Can everyone make perception checks, please?
And after where it says Scott was here, underneath it, slightly smaller, is just 2 stars.
You said perception, Paul?
Yeah.
I got
14.
2.
I got
15.
14.
Cool. Briony, you get nothing.
I'm
The
just
3
very
of you,
happy.
however, the 3 of you walk in, the door closes behind you. You've lit a couple of candles and stuff in sconces on the wall, and you are very aware that as you walk in, there's a bar with very dusty glassware and stuff behind it, but not a lot. There's no bottles or anything. Behind the bar, a glass slides along the bar. An old dusty bottle of wine lifts up, uncorks itself, and pours a glass. And
I'd
that
like
is where
to
we're ending the stream. That's our endpoint, friends. Thank you
ended
for the
on
donations.
Double spirits.
That was episode 5. Thank you all so much for watching. It occurs to me there's a bunch more references starting to pour into the show from just things I like. The Phoenix Theatre being one of them. The Phoenix is the name of the pub where Questing Time used to do live shows when that was a thing that was allowed. And there's a bunch of other things. Mark Meer is a play on words, a direct reference to the Canadian voice actor and friend of the show, Mark Meer, who is Commander Shepard in the Mass Effect series. Along with Jennifer Hale. And also Mia is a name for a sort of body of water, I think. Didn't check that. I can, if you'd like, put a video together where it's just me explaining the jokes on the Ravensholm map. I know some people would like that, and then the other people don't have to watch it, because that's how choices work. Look, if you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in a couple of days with part 1 of episode 6, which, I won't lie, I had a lot of fun with. They're exploring a weird theatre that may or may not be haunted. What's not to love? It's possible other people have different tastes to me. Implausible, but possible. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and we'll see you for the next show. Bye-bye.